you all the way from Pueblo by way of New York. And that's not the easiest way to come to Pueblo by way of New York. So let's give it up for your headliner, Seine.
Look at the little fry cup. I improvised. I had a pizza table to videotape, and now I have a Taco Bell nacho cup.
You got it.
Perfect. So my name's Seine. I didn't choose this name. I'll explain that in a minute. I'm on a world tour starting in Pueblo. Trying to get out. I've gotten as far as the Springs. Eventually I'll get to Denver, maybe back to New York. It's called the Don't Hurt Yourself Tour. People kept telling me to break a leg. I said, no, don't break a funny bone. It's comedy. So people mentioned things. I was marketing downtown. I was like out in Pueblo, downtown, trying to give out flyers, get people out here. I don't see a single person I gave a flyer to, but there's good people here. Hopefully enjoy something, they laugh. Remember what I said. Now, a lot of people here have a lot of kids. I remember Joe Pam once said, she goes, if you're 30 in Pueblo and you have grandkids, something's wrong. You know why they call them kids? I've worked with children my whole life. I have a master's degree in education. Again, how did I end up in Pueblo? I was an educator in New York. I worked with many children in the inner city. They call them kids because kids go, ma, ma, like a goat. That's where it came from. I make up weird things, like the word embarrassed. It was some farmer, there was a tornado and his wife ran out naked. He goes, embarrassed. Where do these words come from? Anyway. We're at the Spotlight, which I appreciate. I understand comedy's been here a year. You know, Spotlight where there's class, tits, and ass. A lot of spontaneity. You talk about eyebrows and having one shaved off. There's a joke in Pueblo, it's like girls go looking for Sharpies in the cosmetic aisle. I don't understand why women shave their eyebrows and then draw them back on. Am I dating Bozo the Clown? No, I mean, you know, I have a fake life too. These clothes are fake, my phone's fake. I say my car's fake, but it's a piece of shit. It gets me to A to B. It doesn't get me to B to A though. It's one way. Oh, you talk about phones. Yeah, I'm so old. I remember the dial phones.
Yeah.
I can speed dial with my finger. The dial phone. Back when you could make prank phone calls at 6 in the morning with your best friend going, hello, this is the Dinky Dory Delivery Farm. Your order is ready. Who? The Dinky Dory Delivery Farm. Your order is ready. What did we order? 100 cows. Where do you want them? They couldn't call you back. Just pick random numbers in the phone book. You had their name, you had their address. And my neighbor was surprised when the hookers and the 10 pizzas showed up. Well, his wife was upset. Somewhere I have that on VHS tape. So my name is Seine. I was given. My dad was a MC in the Catskill Mountains, New York. Dirty Dancing. No one gives a fuck. But anyway, he went by the name Seine. I'm 12 years old, cleaning the pool, my first job, $10 a day. I didn't know I was paying $15 a day to stay there. So at the end of the summer, I owe the owner money, fucking Jews. So one day they announced me. Seine, please come to the office. I went, Seine. Thanks, Dad. So I went to the office, and apparently they were looking for me because I was cleaning the pool, and they wanted me to be a busboy. I was 12 years old. I said no. So against my will, I was made a busboy. The first night I made $60 in cash. I made $350 a week tax-free. I make more money then, or I keep more money then than I do now. You know, is today Wednesday?
No.
What's today?
Friday.
I'm more fried than I thought. Every day to me is Wednesday. When's this fucking day gonna end? Most of my life people have told me to do the right thing. I said I would, but I'm left-handed. Oh. In fact, I looked into that. Lefty and righties. The world somehow looks at left-handed people in a negative way, and it needs to be changed now, like forever. Lefties insisting for equal rights. Because if you look at like it's right and wrong, no, it should be correct and wrong, like left and right. If you actually look it up, there is no word for righty, only lefty. I actually looked this up. If I left this room, then I should rightly show up somewhere else. Enter shall now go with exit. I should probably put my 2 left feet forward and dance my way through life in any direction I fucking want. Lefties are in their right mind. All you righties out there in your left mind. And the world leftly exists, the world rightly doesn't. Try it in your word process. Let your brain soak on that. Look at the word righty, it doesn't exist. So, yeah. So I got here from New York. My daughter and I moved here. We moved my mother, trying to revamp life. So me, my daughter, 2 cars, 4 cats, heading west. We get to Colorado. I literally partied my ass off. I don't know what I sit on. My daughter says, Dad, there's all these gorgeous girls with these like weird guys with weird haircuts. And they wear boots with their fancy dresses. I said, Amanda, we're in the West. It was called the barn dance for a reason. No respectable girls that wear black pumps to the barn. If you're gonna step in shit, you're gonna wear your boots. It's like, Dad, you always have an answer. It may not be right, but it's an answer. So I'm one of the last cats in the Catskills. I'm a Leo. Oh, I skipped. Yeah, fuck you. Come on in here and bring. I feel like I'm in New York when I hear you. So let me rewind. What's going on outside? Did you need like, she needs to be shut down or something? So I was born August 15th, 1965, which is a day in history that all of you should know. At 10:20 in the morning in Queens, New York. The world and the wonder of the world awaited me as I was the first, my real name's not Seine, but I was the first son to my grandfather. Anyway, a few hours after I was born, 10,000 people gathered. Thousands of women were screaming hysterically to the point of fainting and being carried out by police. August 15th, 1965. You know why? This wasn't happening because of me. That night is when the Beatles played Shea Stadium. First ever such type concert. I, of course, was oblivious to it. Or was I? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, the next summer I worked as a busboy, yes. So this kitchen was really interesting. This is a true story. The 2 Asian chefs were named Ho and Lee. Holy shit, were they crazy. The pantry guy was Italian. His name was Louis. He was nice. He liked me. I used to go to the pantry and eat whatever I wanted. The dishwasher was a black man named Fletcher. Fletcher had a stuttering problem when he was sober. When he was drunk, he spoke perfectly fine. So it was like, Jack. When he was drunk, Jack's gonna come in the kitchen. You gave me time to get my medicine. But he spoke perfectly fine when he was drunk. Then there was the baker, the kicker of the ball. This guy was like 6'7" from like the Ukraine, had some disease where his hands were the size of your feet. Every fucking day for 3 years. Young man, come here, young man. You know why old men like onion rolls, young man? Because they taste like the pussy. You ever tasted the pussy, young man? I taste pussy one time. Every day for 3 years, I finally said, Meyer, have a nice day. He was crazy. Now Jack was the owner. He was a survivor of World War II, the Holocaust. He had a very heavy accent. Call me names in German, I still don't remember. I remember when the health inspector would show up every month in the kitchen, point to the fly strips that had to be changed. The envelope would get exchanged. He'd offer him something to eat. His wife, who was an old woman with her keys pinned under her bosom, named Helen. She called me Stiv. She couldn't say Steve. Stiv! Come here, Stiv. I have my granddaughter I want you to meet. She has a great personality. Her name is Valerie. Valerie showed up. She was gorgeous. She didn't speak a word of English. That was an interesting summer. Jack called me names like fucking bull, bring in the goddamn dishes, and God knows what else. I walked in the kitchen one day, I opened the door, I see a knife fly by. Ho and Lee are having a fight with Louis. There's knives and curses flying through the kitchen. I walk in, I see a cleaver, a knife, I walk back out. Mrs. Abramson, you'll have to wait for your hot water and your lemon. I never understood what they did with hot water and a lemon. The one woman who would sit, unfortunately she had Parkinson's, 12 pills in front of her all day at lunch, taking her pills. Everyone was done with lunch, she just finished her pills. It was sad. I felt bad for her. The people that left without tipping me, I had to run after. That was always fun. I actually performed at the Concord, Rosingers, those were the largest hotels, the Browns, Jerry Lewis. You ever hear of Jerry Lewis? Lady! I met him, he was a very nice man. Personal life. So I'm a white Jewish male from New York, I'm not a doctor, don't tell my mother. I realize Jews are minority in this town. I've seen more Indian people, and I mean from India, not Native American. And nobody here understands what the word kosher means. Oh, that's kosher. I went to your kosher deli schleps. They have a picture of a boar on the front. It's a pig. They don't understand that it's not kosher. So in New York, I pull up to a gas station, some guy called me an asshole. Because there was a line going the other way I didn't see. I said, that's right, if it weren't for assholes like me, shit like you would never get out. You don't know what to say to that. You know, ex-girlfriends, well, let's see. I like my women like my coffee. Light, sweet, and lukewarm. Unfortunately, I have a friend, he likes his women dark and bitter. The last girlfriend he went out with had to pretend she was dead to break up with her. I swear. Anyway. So in my life, I said that. Oh, I learned at a young age that if a woman asks you to buy her a beer at a bar, the correct answer is, I'm not sure if I'm not invested in the relationship yet. It's a good answer. If she laughs, then buy her a drink. If she doesn't walk away and ask some random woman to buy you a drink, or a man to buy the one that you just turned down a drink. Why is a Jewish girlfriend the worst kind to go out with? You ever date a Jewish girl? One guy in the back. He's trying to hook up with a Jewish girl right now. Don't ever date a Jewish girl, because if you try and break up with them, they'll still text you and your mother, bring you lunch at work, plan the wedding. 30 years later, you're like, how the fuck did I get here? I had a friend back in New York. I never understood. Some guy outside, like I was dating this girl here, she kept calling me Marty Cohn. Alright, someone gets it. So back in New York, I have a friend, his name's Marty Cohn. It's a Jewish name, right? So we like Latin women. My first wife's Puerto Rican, all my women are from either Mexico or somewhere in Latin. Anyway. So Marty and I would go out to Latin clubs, and he'd always get phone numbers. He'd go on like 3 dates with these gorgeous girls, and then they'd never talk to him again. I'm like, Marty, what the hell happens? He goes, I don't know. I meet their mother. They ask, what's your name? He goes, Marty Cohn. They laugh and throw me out. So we finally found out what it means. He changed his name to Marty Gold. He has 3 Jew-Rican kids. They're gorgeous. Wait, that's my story. No, I only have 1 kid. Child. Wait, 3 children that I know about. That's a good answer. At least I did to it. Blah, blah, blah. I get lost after I write stuff down. And Puebla, I judge how many joints it takes to get somewhere. So it took me 2 joints to get here. I only have 1 left. I don't know how I'm getting home. These are things that people say to you that make you just want to hit them, like when things aren't going right. Like, it'll all work out. You'll find your way. If you need anything, let me know, but really don't, because my shit's more fucked up than yours right now. Have an open mind. I'd like to crack yours open. God will show you the way. I have a friend back in New York. His name's Morty Eidelman. He works at a morgue. He seen some really odd tattoos on people's private parts. For a woman, it was a poison symbol. One way, do not enter. For men, it was all aboard, or objects appear larger than they really are. We have a brief interruption for a security check, please. Yes, I feel like I'm back in Brooklyn. Okay. So, another one over the men's part process explodes at will or pull in an emergency.
Is it a good time to say how much you appreciate the public police?
I do appreciate the Puebla Police Department. They keep showing up at my house, and I feel safe. Once I leave my tenants there, who I've rented out my entire house except for 1 bedroom, my downstairs area, I feel like I'm a tenant in my own house. But
You didn't rent out your downstairs area?
I moved downstairs.
Oh, I thought you said you were renting out your downstairs.
No, I now rented them the upstairs, and I'm downstairs.
I thought it was a sexual innuendo.
No, it's not a sexual innuendo. It's what I've done to juggle my life in Puebla. I moved here to save my mom from a nursing home. To, as Jesus did, move to a new place and stop paying $6,000 a year in taxes to live in a 2-bedroom condo with my 80-year-old mother, my daughter, and my daughter's boyfriend. Picture this. The police were there every 3 days. The Amiable Police. That's like Amiable Power. They were not nice people. Mom would start screaming because I would get a lobster and ice cream at 2 in the morning. So the neighbor would call the police. They'd show up, what's going on? You can't let your mother live this way. My mother would look at the head officer and go, Officer, my son's doing the best he can. Get the fuck out of my house. I swear, these are conversations that happen. He said, okay, ma'am, visit. So that's why we moved to Pueblo. Anyway, sex jokes. Want to hear some sex jokes?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck you. Ah,
That's it?
seriously.
It was short film like the other night.
No, but listen. So in my life, I've been viewed as a pretty straight male who everyone says looked like a teacher, which I was. In my sex life, it said that in my deep evil voice, I'm the teacher. So that's how a Jewish male with no tattoos or piercings, eyes, or end up with the video vixen that's home tonight with her piercing and tattoos. That's gorgeous. I call it goddess. I wrote it. So someone, oh no, I can't say that. Oh, I'm doing free comedy exposure work now. I'm not getting naked yet. I'm working on new material, some pants, shirts. That's really bad. A frog walks into a bar. What does he order? Nothing. He can't talk to you. But if he could, he'd order the hoppiest beer he could find. What beer promotes smoking marijuana? Budweiser. My love said we need to take our sex life to the next level. I answered, great. She said, I think we should have sex with other people. I answered, maybe we should start having sex with each other first. My wife only smoked after she had sex. She didn't smoke for 20 years while we were married. One day I came home, she was chain smoking. I never understood wanting to fuck somebody. I mean, that sounds like, you take them out for a night, you bring them to a motel, you have sex, and you have a fight and then leave them there. But you get fucked because you didn't realize she was not clean and you're now in trouble. Doctor in the house, anyone? So I try to be selective with the women I'm with. Get to know them first and make sure. There are men or boys who like to hit on every woman they meet and they do a lot of oral sex. They get told to fuck off a lot. That happened in New York. I walked to a girl and it's like, they just want to be alone. And they're like, leave me alone, creep. I'm like, wow. I'll try back in 2 weeks when you're not being a bitch. So I invented a medicine because I realized all the women in my life, even men go through that cycle. It's 30% CBD, 30% THC, 20% Vicodin. I call it Bitch Be Gone. It's still in market. That's me. I started rating women as astronomers rate possibility of planets with life. If I meet a woman I don't want to be with, I just tell her she's outside of my Goldilocks zone. So I heard there's a flat earth theorist meeting in the Springs at 8 p.m. I bet they all get high and sit in a circle. So I actually went to a meeting and they do, so I got on them about that. I'm like, you have to sit in a straight line and get high. They're like, you can't come back. I'll see you around. What's the most dangerous food you could ever eat? Wedding cake. Once you eat it, that's it.
You'll never eat cake again.
It's wedding cake. My grandfather told me the night before my wedding, he said, so how does it feel on the happiest night of your life? I said, I'm getting married tomorrow. He said, I know. My grandfather turned 80. He was the first one that at 8 years old would give me what's called schnapps at the synagogue. And I said, Dad, Sadie used to give me schnapps if we call your grandfather in Yiddish. There's a lot of Yiddish and Spanish things that mean a lot because in the Puerto Rican life. Ay Dios mío is the same as Ayes de Mir. Oh my God. But anyway, back to the other thing. So my grandfather gave me schnapps when he turned 80. I said, Dad, we need to get him something special. I asked him what he wants. He said he wants a 30-year-old blonde shiksa hooker. It's a non-Jewish woman. So he said, okay. I said, all right. So the woman shows up, he knocks on the door, and he goes, who is it? It's a shiksa name. Vanessa, I'm here to give you super sex. He goes, I'll take the soup. She goes, I didn't bring soup. He goes, I'll take the sex, but next time show up with the soup. Crazy family I have. Yeah, but you want super sex. Sometimes you want both. I finally realized that I have a friend back in New York, I'm stealing his joke. Sometimes I never know how long I have up here. 5 minutes, 59 seconds, it's kind of like sex. I'm just happy to participate. The audience is literally like the audience in Grossinger's right now. They were there 35 years ago. The hotel my dad worked at, one of the last ones, was the Shady Nook Hotel. That's where Ho and Lee went, and Louie and Fletcher. A bunch of other characters. years, but there were a lot of drugs. I remember this one guy had an old Lincoln Continental. He opened up his glove compartment, there was like 8 prescriptions and a gun. As he's doing donuts in the middle of some country road, and I'm just like, get me out of this car alive. My parents do this, well, they know now. The first time you ever caught your parents having sex, it's just me. But I'm 7 years old, I hear weird noises, I come home. I hear my dad yelling, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I open the door, I saw my mom on top of my dad, I call the police. My favorite store is Bed Bath & Beyond. It really should be Bed Beyond the same way I approach my sex life. I really like the Beyond part. My daughter used to work for Victoria's Secrets and they fired her. So I think they should change the Victoria's Indiscretions and open real stores like Holly's Hobwear, Regina's Badwear, or Bob's Coming Out of the Closet. As I'm part Polish and Russian, I go to strip clubs and bet the girls $25. I can do that, just get the pole out of the way. Although the strip club here is kind of like a weird place. I went there once. I get lost. I have to write shit down because I only have so much room in my brain. I finally realized why I smoke so much marijuana. Because dementia runs on my father's side of the family, so when I get it and I stop, I'll feel normal. I forgot Renee's name like earlier tonight. It's like the woman of the word. I want to say Renee, but now my mind has just left. My mind has left the building. The difference between a woman from the city, the country, and the farm girl. City girls are real pretty with a shitty attitude. The country girls will stick you hard and leave you hanging. The farm girls who you want to hang out with. Because if they raise chickens, they know the way around a cow. Obvious. And this is a lot of stuff I get to do. Sex is really overrated. Sometimes it can take like time to get there, and like how long does it last? Up here, I think like 12 minutes or 30 minutes is hard to do. After 15 minutes, I start getting manic. I like listening to my own voice. In fact, I do custom. Well, no, I just gave my 2 weeks notice at my job. That was fun.
No way.
Yeah, I worked for Arris for a year, and then they lost that account at radio. So now they have me on like vitamins or supplements. So it's, hi, my name's Steve. If I could please ask for the last name and zip code. 3 minutes into the conversation, I get, is this a live person? Yes, my name is Steve. I am a live person, honestly. I know I sound like a computer. Please press 1 for English. I'm just tired of doing that. I have a master's degree in education. What the fuck am I working there for? I don't know. So I just had to quit. I just can't do it anymore. It's just, no. My supervisor, the new one, I feel like in the second year, are you on a break? Are you going to lunch? I'm like, no. Honestly, I just need 5 minutes away from this building. Every time I get up out of my chair. So in customer service, I have met like a lot of people with weird names. It's part of my routine, like Wang Fang. I mean, that sounds like it hurts. You know, an Indian woman named Priya Dum Dum Putty. What kind of names are this? Donald Bogus. I didn't believe a thing he said. I mean, some people just change their names. I went to a doctor in New York. His name was Aman Azol. Aman Azol? What? I said, Doc, you really need to fucking change your name. He goes, I do not appreciate you talking to me that way, my friend. You are not my friend. Come again. He's a good doctor, though. He told me I had PPD, post-performance disorder. Apparently after someone performs that high. That's why so many comedians and stuff do drugs, I realized. I just go to the supermarket because it's open 24 hours and I perform to people, you know, in the aisles. So there were some women in the aisle, they were laughing because they saw some spotted dick in a can. I never saw that before. So I thought quick and grabbed a can of canned clams and walked by and I didn't get it. Weird shit I think of. I actually worked in Harlem, Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn, the Bronx, as it's called. I know I'm a white man. My name there was White Man David Dollar. Same as it is here in Puebla. Someone asked me for a quarter. I said, what are you going to do with a quarter? Are you a quarter away from being a millionaire? Living in the street? I could be living in the street. If my mom didn't agree to let me do what I did, I'd probably be living in the street. He's her only son. I said, Mom, you either need to sell this condo or you're going to end up in a nursing home. She goes, how can I trust you? I'm your only child. If you don't trust me now, then I'm out. She's like, okay, I understand. So I actually knew James LaRoe. He was an actor. He went by the name Richard M. Dixon. He was the owner of the White House Comedy Club, where people like Eddie Murphy, Jerry Seinfeld, Whoopi Goldberg, Bobcat Goldthwait got their start. I was working when I was like 80. He always asked me if I wanted to be behind the camera or in front of the camera, and I said both. He said only Mel Brooks and Alfred Hitchcock have done that. Look him up. He's an amazing man. He's great to work with. But did you know that honey can increase the effects of oral sex? Ask your man to try it next time. I have tongue twisters somewhere that I make people do. I did that once. I'll bring that back. Cell phones are unreliable. You talked about emojis. I feel like we're writing in hieroglyphs again. You know, my girlfriend texted the other day like chocolate cake, heartbroken, something donkey. I showed up with chocolate ice cream. I don't know if we broke up or what. I had a joke about that. And my woman broke up with me again. She said it's money out the window. I said she said it's water under the bridge. I said it's money out the window and sexual position's not tried yet. What about that? And things I've said to women that, that I shouldn't have. Yes, I've actually said this. I was looking at some old pictures of you and you were really cute when you were young. Wow, your friend's really hot. I don't want no other hoes besides you. So when are you starting that diet? As you're eating that double bacon cheeseburger with fries? The worst I've ever seen is when somebody, my friend's wife walked into a store and they asked, how many months pregnant are you? She wasn't pregnant. Things that have been said to me as a man that you really shouldn't say, but not anymore. Some men can even see anything past that belly. Does anything down there work anymore? What happened? Meaning, wow, that was quick and unsatisfying. Oh, when you're going on that diet with me, and yes, I'm throwing in all the good food, and putting you on that diet, Rogaine, and Viagra. And where else are all your shit's going out the window, and you can live there too. Any other things you want to say to a man that matter? Right a minute. Comedy is actually the second most messed up business in the world right after politics, or politics, because there's a bunch of dicks and the politics. Ticks are weird things they do, and there's a bunch of them. And right now, our president, Donald Trump, I appreciate the man. And